You know, most people in this world are assholes, and they make my life feel a little sad. But when things get me down, I like to play some games. Not just any games though, I like to play a few that make me feel so much better. Games I call my anti-depression games. I thought I'd go ahead and give you guys a few of them, just in case y'all need something to improve your lives too. Something to make y'all feel a little bit better. So, without any further ado, I say we go ahead and get into it. Here are just a few of my anti-depression games. Bloodborne may not be the first thing people think of when it comes to anti-depression, but for me, nothing feels better than realizing how much worse my life could be. I mean, with all the beasts, monsters, and other monstrosities, my life looks pretty good. Bloodborne has all kinds of things to cure depression, from the cool weapons, to the art style, to even some of the locations. We have things like magical forests, quiet countryside cabins, snow-filled castles, and even a sexy queen lady. Oh, I forgot I haven't completed the quest on this character yet, so, goodbye, lady. There's even a whole beach you can go to get some sun and some waves. I even found a review for it online, which I thought was pretty resourceful.
After a long, hard day's work at the workshop, I decided I needed to go on a little beach vacation to get my energy back up. I heard there were many great drinks, shows, and food at the hamlet. However, ladies, be warned, this place is bad. The locals here are really, really rude. I even had some guy blow his purple vape stuff all in my face, which I thought was like really, really uncalled for. You know, it's super rude. I also found that there are homeless people everywhere. Everywhere you turn, girl, there's somebody homeless. And you know what? I don't want to be reminded of my horrifying economic situation. I just want to have fun. Once I actually got to the beach, the only other people there was some drunk mom and her like really, really annoying baby. I got so tired of dealing with this thing that like I went to management, but they were so rude and so angry. I was like, oh hell no. And on top of that, like trying to get to the beach from downtown took me like a whole 5 hours. It was like the worst experience. I would never ever recommend it to somebody unless I didn't like them. So there you go. 3 out of 5 stars though. Did think some of the guys there were cute.
And if all this still doesn't help you, you can always drink some of the dubious liquids the game has to offer. Okay, maybe Bloodborne is a little too dark and depressing for you. So how about we flip the script and we play with some monkey balls. Not just any monkey balls though, some super monkey balls. As for arcade games, Super Monkey Ball 2 is a fan favorite of mine. For people who have never played this game before, your goal is to get your monkey to the end of the course. Simple and easy, right? No. While the goal is simple, the actual course design gets very difficult the more and more you play, like any good arcade game would. The thing is though, is that you're going to be doing more than just navigating through some tight corridors or avoiding an obstacle here and there. There's actually some mechanics to the game as you get later on that really change up how you interact with the world around you. And the cool thing is that the actual game is designed in a way that it's easy to understand. And on top of that, it's fun to control your monkey, even in standard gameplay. See, when you move your monkey, you're not actually moving your monkey, you're tilting the stage. So it acts more like a giant game of rolling a ball on a piece of paper. And it's one of the cooler things about this game because no matter how hard you play it, no matter how many times you've played it, it's always fun to go back and just beat your old scores or get through some of the mini games. But if none of those things matter to you, you can always laugh at the monkey in the ball when it gets too fast for it and it starts rolling around like crazy. Look, maybe Bloodborne and Monkey Ball can't cure my depression, but I know something that can, and that's nostalgia. When I was a kid, I remember getting to Sly 2 Band of Thieves right when it came out. I played that thing the day it came out, and ever since then, I've had an amazing fondness for it. From the story to the level design and even the self-platforming, it really does capture my attention even to this day.
What do you mean by that?
It truly is a surprising kids game to me though, because it has drugs, alcohol, and even some suggestive themes in it. Things that you would never see in a today's kids game. Like in the 2000s, it was insane. We had some of the weirdest games out there. My favorite way to describe this game is to have people play the opening mission. It's such a good start to the adventure. It sets up the main goal, it sets up how you play as Sly, and it introduces all the main characters you're going to be seeing for the next few days. Because let's be real here, this game takes a while to beat, and I'm glad it does. It never overstays its welcome, and it's so fun. The cool thing about this whole game though, is that you get all kinds of gadgets too. Because instead of being a thief who just steals with like your cane and your hand, you get things to play with. You have all kinds of things like flaming fists, dive bomb attacks, and bombs. Because we all know the best way to rob somebody is with explosives. And on top of the purchasable upgrades, you can actually get some really cool post-game upgrades. If you 100% complete the game, you can access the cheat codes, kind of, or developer codes as they're called today. And my favorite being the Mega Jump Pack. My favorite thing about the Mega Jump is how useful it is. Once you've 100% completed the game, there's nothing you can really do except explore the area. The cool thing is though, is that when you have the Mega Jump, it doesn't feel like exploration anymore, it just feels like you're having fun. You can jump from rooftop to rooftop, jump from point to point, and if you get the paraglider with it, it makes it so you can cross the map in just a few clicks, and it makes it so much fun just to hang around and have fun and just see what mayhem you can cause. One of my favorite things to do is see how many people I can take on in a fight, and if I can't, I just mega jump away because they can't catch me. And you know what? It does help making play on an old file really enjoyable even after all these years. I have beaten the game multiple times, yet I never get tired of it. And that's one of the things I love about anti-depression games, is that no matter how much I play them, I can always come back to them. And you know what? I don't feel as depressed anymore. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that little video, and I hope you really did find some enjoyment in watching it. If y'all have any, anti-depression games, drop them below. And like always, hope you all have a good one. See you next time.